Hey guys, welcome to Foundry's demo day. It's February 12th today. I'm going to try to make this demo pretty short and demo the new version of Smoke Signal that we have live. So let me go ahead and share screen without further ado here. So if you go to smokesignal.eth.link, you'll see this. This is what a new user sees. You can read this if you'd like on your own time, but it just kind of gives you the pitch of Smoke Signal. Make sure you read, whoops, didn't mean to click that. Make sure you read this before just clicking understood. It is important because we're basically saying we're using analytics to track user behavior. And if you don't like that, there's a couple of ways you can mitigate that. So that's important to know about a tool like this. I'm just going to go ahead and connect my wallet. The main thing I want to demonstrate today is, well, first let me just say what Smoke Signal is. It's a, you could sort of say a free speech engine or free speech platform. The main thing I want to show is how you can use this sort of like Medium. I think of Medium, as, at least as a writer, as a place where I can go and put an article up and it'll be there for sort of forever, and I can pass that link around. So I don't need to start my own blog to put my thoughts up. I just go to Medium, put my thoughts up. And so Smoke Signal can serve a similar purpose there. But the difference being that this is really permanent. It's put on the Ethereum blockchain, which I'll demonstrate in a little bit. And it's uncensorable and also pseudonymous. So once I signed in with MetaMask here, this is my face, which is actually derived from this address here. But the important thing to note is that this is pseudonymous. So that's not attached to my name. There's no username and password, but that's my face and that's my address. So yeah, I'll go ahead and compose post here. Number in $2. This is in Ether, but the interface is turned in dollars. And I have this prepared. Oops. And I'll go ahead and comment. Now the gas fees are pretty incredible. I want to talk about this at the end of the demo, but for now I'm just going to pretend that this is a reasonable thing to ask and move on. Confirm. Yeah. While we're waiting here, this $2 here, the more I burn, the more exposure my post gets. And I'll show how that's sorted once it actually gets mined. Oh, there it goes. That was pretty quick. So let me get out of here. So you can see my post has just shown up here. Again, we're just on the front page of Smoke Signal. And you can see it got put between the $3 and the $177 one. And so that's the basic way that Smoke Signal orders stuff. So as this gets more activity, the posts that get burned more get shoved to the top there. There's also a slight bonus for newness of post. So if this post had been posted a couple days ago, I actually posted it earlier today, then my post might have actually gone above it for a few days. Anyway, moving on here, let's see. Yeah, so then I've just posted this and I just want to crucially show, this is something that we haven't been talking enough about. If I click here, this brings me to Etherscan, which is, many of you will know that's just a block explorer for Ethereum. If I click here and then I change this to UTF-8, you can actually see my post. And so when I say that Smoke Signal, this data is on the Ethereum blockchain, I mean, it's really right there. You can see in between some bubbles, other garbled stuff, there's a Smoke Signal message with a message. There's my text, and that looks like how maybe the emojis get encoded, which is interesting. You can see the topic is miscellaneous, blah, blah, blah. So this data actually gets pulled by Smoke Signal and then interpreted and decoded and put in here. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. I mean, people have been doing this kind of stuff before I wrote Smoke Signal. Crucially, there was some article about a Chinese doctor who knew about the COVID thing as it started getting kicked off and was censored. And then either them or someone related to them died, and their memorial was being censored by the Chinese government. So someone actually took that memorial and put it on the Ethereum blockchain. I I wish I'd had that bookmarked actually. It'd be cool to show that off. But once I saw that, that kind of sparked the idea for Smoke Signal. So it's really all Smoke Signal does is it makes it easy to put data on the Ethereum blockchain, which this will never die. It's unerasable. And then also it reads it easily. So you can just go to Smoke Signal and you see whoever has put stuff on here. At the risk of deviating a little bit, another note is that somebody else could make their own Smoke Signal client or application, and it would actually share this data with us. So we're not really being too greedy with controlling this data. It's more of an open protocol, this Smoke Signal protocol. In fact, this exclamation smoke signal is just the signifier that helps to identify what is a Smoke Signal post. So if someone goes and makes their own application of Smoke Signal and they post something, it'll actually show up here on this Smoke Signal as well. So anyway, let's see what else I got here. So yeah, I wanted to talk about the gas. I guess this is the demo being over, and then I'm going to talk about next actions. I'll stop sharing for this. So the high gas fees are going to be our next thing we're going to start to address. On Monday, we're going to have a meeting. We have a lot of ideas floating around from the simple, such as using XDAI, to the more complex, like using IPFS and I think it's called a DAG, directed acyclical graph. Anyway, we have lots of ideas floating around and we want to get them all out on the table and kind of sort through them. I'm crossing my fingers for something that'll be simple and effective to build in quickly, maybe in a week or two. And then in the longer term, the plan for Smoke Signal is to treat it as a portal for a Smoke Signal post, but these posts can be posted and found in several places. So on Ethereum, maybe on XDAI, maybe on IPFS, and each of those costs different things, maybe even free, depending on the place you're putting it to post. And then they have different guarantees for permanence. For example, if we do end up giving an option for IPFS, IPFS doesn't actually guarantee that the file stays there. So maybe you could come to Smoke Signal, write your post, and at the end you have an option of putting it on Ethereum for very expensive, XDAI for cheaper, and IPFS for free, but it probably won't last if you put it on IPFS. So yeah, we'll give more info on that next week sometime. And yeah, I think that's all I have to go over for the demo. I'll pause the recording now and resume it if there's any questions to answer. All right, no questions from the audience, so I'm going to end it here. And yeah, we'll see you guys next Friday with another demo day.